Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are at Caesars Ford, going to be playing the front nine with MVP discs that I completely forgot I had. These are going to be discs that were just laying around the collection that I have thrown before, but after those videos, they just sat around. And I've been kind of doing this a lot recently, is kind of looking back at discs that I used to throw that I haven't in a long time. Here's what our bag looks like today. And this is kind of a mixture between Axiom, Streamline, and MVP. But our two drivers that I brought out is the Fission Defy, 153 grams. I actually almost switched to the Defy as my main driver, but then I lost one and I was like, well, I don't want to go buy another one. So I just took this one out of the bag as well. Next, we have the Tour of Terror Wave. And honestly, I think I only threw this for like 1 or 2 videos. I think it's pretty straight flyer, but I kind of forget like exactly how it flies. As our fairway driver, we have the Streamline Drift, another one that I threw for maybe 9 holes. Kind of completely forgot how it flies, so figured I'd bring this out. I think it's like stable to understable. Last but not least, we have the Entropy. Gonna be kind of our overstable approach disc and probably a workhorse for us today because we don't have a mid-range. So we're just gonna play 9 holes from the blues at Caesars Ford and see how well we can shoot. 279 feet dead straight. Oh my gosh, it's low-key decent until that. All right, we'll try the Entropy next. Oh! This Entropy is Electron soft plastic. One tree hit, I don't know if you can tell or not, one tree hit and it's already warped. So it reminds me a lot of Jawbreaker plastic. I assume these get beaten in pretty straight fairly quickly. Wow, that was so pure. That felt really good. I hope that lasts, you know. Hole 2 from blues is a rather tough tee shot just because there's this one skinny tree, and I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but it really forces you to go right or left of it. And if it wasn't there, it would just be a straight shot. I think we're gonna try to go inside of it. We're really just trying to make the corner on this shot. Gonna go wave. And actually this does feel pretty good in the hand. I like how MVP's discs are always so flat. Sometimes it'd be nice to get a little dome out of your drivers, but for the most part, they always feel good in the hand. Oh, that is money. I think on camera, this looks easier than it is because up here, I'm actually kind of pinched and I'm gonna have to throw the Entropy on like a flex forehand to get to the basket. Oh, just inside. Should be a pretty easy little putt for par. Hole 3 says it's in C, and if it is, it's going to be down by the creek right, and it's also going to be the farthest position at 486 par 4. I'm actually going to go with the Defy this time. Obviously, very light, 153 grams. The Defy has a little bit more like dome, a little bit more height than the Wave does, which I kind of like better. Well, it is going to be absolutely destroyed now. For the sake of the video, I think I'm just going to pick that up and rethrow it. We can call it a re-tee. And this Fission plastic, I figured that was just going to crumble, but I don't really think there's any damage to it. Oh, that turns very nicely. Awesome. That turned the whole way. Just a little Annie too. Glad we could hit a line that time. I'll be honest, I really liked how that held over without being too understable where it wanted to roll. So I might be able to hyzer flip it, which would be really nice for me because that's my angle. And I definitely want to play it a little safer on the left side. I did do that on purpose because if you throw it too high and it's fading, chances of rolling that down that hill are pretty likely. To film the blue pad on hole 4, it doesn't really make sense because you can't see anything on camera. So I'm actually just going to move back here to the gold, and we still might hit first available, but at least you can hopefully see the disc fly some. We're going to go wave. It's another par 4 up the giant hill. You're just trying to get as far down there straight as possible. Oh, she's stable. If that comes up pretty short, then we're going to be pretty pinched for the approach. Sometimes I just get some impossible angles to film. This is going to be tricky. All right, it never flexed out. MVP's glow plastic, I will say, is something else because they're already glowing inside of my bag, even though it's daylight out. Now we have kind of a tricky little putt here, straddle, uphill. I'm gonna try to put this right at the band and let it drop in. A little bit too accurate, no drop. Oh my gosh. I mean, that is kind of what I said I was going to do. I just expected them to drop. Pretty good shot with the entropy. I mean, it does feel pretty good in that forehand grip, even the backhand grip, because once again, it's just a super board flat disc. For any of you that have missed it, I launched a merch shop. So I have these hats on there. I have my Dream It t-shirt, and we're also posting some used discs on there from the videos. So if you guys want to go support the channel further, go over there, link down in the description, and see if you want to purchase something. Hole 5, I'm really in between the entropy or the drift. I think the drift, if I'm looking for something smoother that's still going to hyzer out, or the entropy if I want to throw a bit harder. I think I want to go slower. Entropy it is. Come on, baby. I love that. Yeah, that is going to get us back on the board. Hole 6 is a bomber, but as long as you get to the top of the hill, you should have a good opportunity to get the birdie. I'm going to go with the Defy here because I think it's more understable than the Wave, which should get us more distance. Fingers crossed. Oh, uh-oh. Where is that? I don't know where it went. I think I'm just trying too hard to throw it far. I think we're going to have to throw the Wave now. In all honesty, that might be lost because I just have no clue where it went. I think it's continued to turn over. Oh, yeah. There. I mean, obviously a much better shot. If we can find the Defy, I'll play from it, but I don't think we're going to. I got to tell you, disc golf has just been extremely difficult for me recently. I don't know what it is. I feel as if my game is like the worst it's been in a long time. So annoying considering how much I play, but I feel like it's just a phase and I'll get out of it, find the groove again. But it's been bad. Problem with that Defy shot is right out of the hand, I don't know where it went. I saw that I pulled it right, but I don't know if it was on Annie, if it clipped one of these trees just outside of the tee pad. It could be in the middle of the fairway. It could be way right. I'm assuming it's way right. I don't know. But I looked for a little bit. I'm not really worried about it. It sucks for the video, but apparently I didn't want it. We're going drift. Basket is about 60 feet behind this big tree in the center. That's short too. Good gravy. I don't even know what to say right now. Get in there. All right. That is kind of clutch, you know? I guess the mission for the rest of this round is not to lose another disc. This one is a shorty, but it's really easy to bogey if you hit early. 126 feet. I'm going entropy on this one. Oh, one tree to miss. That was looking really pretty. This has been a fun front nine just because it has been so back and forth for me. And I just made a clutch putt. And it's also just reality of how my rounds go. Get there. Yeah, that's tough because I can't really get any power on it. It's all wrist. Hole 8, we got a pretty stiff headwind. And this is our only driver that we have left. I mean, we have a fairway, but I don't want to throw that on a 1,000-foot hole. This is a par 5. Try to keep it in the fairway and we'll be fine. I don't think that has enough distance to get to the long stuff. And it just didn't flip up in the wind. I'm not sure what it'd be, but I feel like I need the equivalent to like G-star or star for this wave for me to like be able to like flip it up and get a little turn out of it. I just feel like this one's pretty stable. That was a pretty solid flight there. Kind of wanted a little bit more height on it so that it could fade more toward the opening, but I think that'll be okay. That's a terrible shot. Yeah, that's all I needed. Maybe it would have been smarter to go with the driver. Would have faded and then have the skip on the back end. Just short. Oh, that looks so good. All right, another bogey, man. I think we're officially over par. Maybe we already were. Hole 9, last one, par 4, 405. It's going to be over a road up there and then push straight back. I'm going to throw the drift just because we haven't really thrown it much. Of course I clipped that tree, but that's a pretty good spot. Oh, wow, maybe not as good as I thought it was. We're going straight back, and the only thing I really have is like a flex forehand. Funny enough, I think I'm just going to go wave because I think it should be able to get back in time if we throw it well. Did it though? The entropy, I think if I got it nose up, could have got back in time, but with how straight it was flying today, I think it would have only just held over and not flexed back. Well, at least we ended on a good note, ended on the birdie. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Gotta say, the wave was pretty predictable, reliable, more stable than I gave it credit for the entire day. The Defy, I wish I could speak on more. Apparently, I didn't deserve to have that disc, so hopefully somebody finds that and likes it. Even the drift I felt like was more stable than it should have been. Again, I think it's this Eclipse plastic, the glow plastic. And then the entropy, I think it flew fine. I just was not hitting my lines with it. And this Electron soft plastic gets beaten in very quickly, it appears. It's always fun just coming out here, trying discs that I just forget about. Obviously, I've done videos with them in the past, but I try so many discs, do so many reviews that sometimes you just forget. And at least I do. Hopefully that's natural. Maybe I just have short-term memory. That could be bad. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Didn't shoot the best, but regardless, it was fun. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.